Yo guys, what is up? TCG Dragon here, coming at you guys with a updated Deskbot deck profile. I have some bad news and some good news. The good news is I read the comments in my very first video, which was pretty much the Deskbot deck profile, and I tested out some of the ideas that some of the people had in the comments for a better OTK kind of Deskbot deck. And I put those in here. The sad part is that I'm missing 5 cards because they are very expensive. And what I mean by expensive, one card being $30 that most of them tried to tell me to put in, which was Trish. So yeah, expect not Trish in here, because, well, I mean, you should put it in if you have it, but I won't have it, but I will tell you it's probably a good idea to have it. So yeah, pretty much. I've been testing this on Dueling Network and YGO. It's actually pretty good. It was really great. A couple of things that people also in the comments told me to put in was Max C. I actually tried that out halfway through a match. I ended up drawing it, and I'm like, Jesus damn it, like, I don't need this right now. I really need something else, and it kind of screwed up my plays and stuff, so I don't think I was going to put that in. So instead of putting that in, I put something else in, which one I'll get to later. But anyways, I've been stalling, so I'm pretty sure you guys want to get into this. Last thing, for more stalling, lol. But last thing, thanks guys for checking out that very first video. We have reached 900 views, probably the most highest I've ever seen, which is dramatically crazy, and I really want to thank you guys, as well as we reached 15 subs, which is awesome. I am going to probably do a giveaway once we reach 100 subs. The giveaway probably will be random, but if we do reach there, then there will be a giveaway, and I hope you all participate. Anyway, let's get to it. So, last time when I was talking about this lovely card, I screwed up and I said that it was only for Despots. That is false. Instead, this is the tuner, and it gains 500 per machine type monster. It's your only tuner, except for, well, only tuner for Despot wise, but I do have another tuner that I added in here to help. But this is the only tuner for Despots. Gains 500 per machine type monster on the field. And if this is in the graveyard and you special summon 2 cards at the same time, you are able to special summon this, but not on the damage step. So that's the only downside part, and the only reason why they put that in was because with Deskbot 4's effect, it's able to its second effect is able to special summon 2 Despots from your hand or grave, and that's partially at the damage step, so you can't really special summon that. So yeah, but that's Despot 1. I only play 1 because you don't really want to draw this in your hand as much. Okay. Let's go to Despot 2, this lovely card. When this is special summon, you are able to add a Despot to your hand. It's like your searcher, but not the best because it has to be special summoned in order to get that search. Well, it doesn't gain at 500. All other Despots besides this gain 500 attack, so it's pretty good. And that's pretty much it for that one, so I'm just going to leave that there. Let me just topple over. Next card is Despot 3. This effect is really great. It searches out of your deck, and pretty much you can create a bunch of combos. So like, here's combo number 1. Normal summon this, special summon 2, get your search. So that's a pretty basic combo. There could be other combos that you can really do, but I mean, pretty much another combo that I can think of is Despot 3 to Despot 1, and then Synchroing for 4. Herald of the Arclight, that's 1. So anyways, this one, like I said, you can pretty much special summon a Despot from your deck and put it on the field. Also, it has another effect, and pretty much what it does is you can activate it and you can target 1 Despot on the field, including itself, and you are able to increase its attack by 500 per Despot you control. That includes the pendulums. So it's really great, and it makes a lot of cards very powerful. So this is the number 1 card that you want to see in your hand as much as possible. And one way to get it is by ranking level 4 Gear Gigant X to add that to your hand, which is used by Deskbot 4. This is Deskbot 4. It's the second best one, but it's okay. So when this is attacking, you're able to send a Deskbot from the deck to the graveyard, and it gains 500 per star level. It's really great. It's just like a beats over a lot of cards, and if that the battling card that you're going against gets destroyed, you're able to special summon two different levels of Despots. So one level 5 and one level 7, and can't be 5 and 5. It has to be like 2 and 3. It has to be different. But anyways, that's really great because if you have Despot 2, then special summon that, and then special summon like a 3 or 5. If you special summon 5, you're able to MST something, and if you special summon 2, you're able to search. So really great card for buffing, as well as you use this card a lot for XCing, especially Gear Gigant X, as I was talking about. Pretty much, I'll get to that card later, but as of now, this is the main card that's used for XYZs. As well as this lovely card is used for an XYZ. But this is Despot 5. This is one of your pendulums. You have 4 pendulums in the deck, or I have in my deck. So when this is normal special summon, you're able to MST pretty much anything. And when this is in the pendulum area, and it gets destroyed, you're able to special summon a Despot from your graveyard, which is really powerful. And there's a reason why a lot of people also put in Wavering Eyes, because Despot 6 and 5 have very good pendulum area effects. So let me get to 6 right now. So this one, when it's normal special summon, you're able to switch the battle position of any card on the field. So you got it face down, right? You can flip it face up, pretty much. This one, if it's destroyed in the pendulum area, you are able to add a Despot from the graveyard to your hand. One thing that I did forget for both of these is that it gains 500 per face-up card in the extra deck. So, yeah, that's the other thing. They're really good, especially 5 for rank 5. I played 2-7 and 2-8. I don't play 3 because you really don't need 3. But if you want to, you can put in. But I highly don't recommend it. But anyways, so Despot 7 is if you have all Despots on the field, that one can only be targeted for attacks. This one also has an effect of it does piercing damage, as well as it gains 500 per Despot in the graveyard. 7 is really good because you can have 7 on the field, and then let's say you have Despot 1 in the graveyard, and you have your pendulum set, and you pendulum 2 cards. You can chain for Despot 1 to special summon that. Then you can go for a level 8 Synchro, which is really nice. Despot 8, this one can only be targeted by... It can be targeted... The only one that can be targeted by effects. So, really great. And gains 500 per Despot in the graveyard. Same effect as that. And this one can actually attack twice on monsters only. It can't, attack twice directly. It has to be monsters. So, anyways... That's the whole Despot lineup, pretty much. Now we're going to go on to some different stuff. So, 3 Menko. So, if you get really screwed over, like a Regeki on you, and you have this in your hand, that's really great because if they attack you directly, you're able to special summon this from your hand in attack position, and it puts all other monsters on the your opponent's monsters on to face up defense position, which is really nice. It'll stop them from doing any further attacks, but sometimes cards just aren't affected by it, which really sucks. So, I mean, at least get the other ones face-up defense. Anyways, there's that. And then 1 Gen X ally, the other tuner. Really great. You're able to basically switch out, which is really nice. The only downside to it is that if you do switch out, once this is sent to the... Once you synchro it, or if it's sent to the graveyard, it's banished instead. So, yeah, it kind of sucks. What's good about it is that it is machine. It's dark, so you can't, if you have a 3 and a 2, you can't synchro for Natria Beast, because they have to be both Earth type. But I do have another level 5 that I added in here to make this more useful. So yeah, that's pretty much that effect. So that's pretty much the monster lineup altogether. Now we're going to go to spells. So 3 MST, target back row, target your pendulums as well. Get them effects. Pretty self-explanatory. Let's see. Machine dupe. Ugh. Machine dupe, basically target pretty much any Deskbot because they're all 500, but yeah, pretty much target 500 or lower machine type monster, and you can special summon 2 copies of it. The only thing that sucks is that if you already have a Deskbot 2 and then you have like a 5 on the field and you really want to go in for that XYZ for Artifact Durendal or something like that, you can't, because the Deskbot 2's effect makes it adds 500 to it, so you can't really target it. But you can target the Deskbot 2, which is really great. But yeah, this is really great for combos. So if you have this in your hand, you have Deskbot 3, and you could pretty much go 3 special summon 2 special summon effect, activate machine dupe, target Deskbot 2, special summon 2 more copies, get your searches. Maybe if they have like a really high level or high attack monster, go for Sky Cavalry Centauria. So then you can put that back. But yeah, that 3 is, you want to have it in your hand most of the time. Okay, so this is 3 cards that I don't have. Pretty much it's Upstart Goblin. Really expensive right now. I'm sorry, but basically what it does, if you guys don't know, pretty much you can activate it, draw 1 card and your opponent gains 1,000 life points. Yeah, I'm sorry, I just don't have the money right now, and I really felt like putting up this profile for you guys because I thought it would be more helpful, but since I've seen my mistakes for my first one, so I thought I might fix them. So yeah, but 3 is good. Then you have 2 Wavering Eyes. You don't want to have 3 because you don't want this in your hand right away, because most of the time you won't even have pendulums in your hand. So it kind of sucks, but this is a really great, fantastic card, especially if you have your scales and you have another pendulum in your hand. Really great, because then you can destroy those 2, maybe 6 and 5. Then you'll get both of their effects, as well as you get to add a pendulum to your hand, and then you can set your scales again if you have another pendulum in your hand already. So yeah, that's really great, but you just don't want to have it too much in your hand. Okay, Regeki, pretty self-explanatory. Destroy a monster, destroy your opponent's monsters, all of them. Lol. And then Limiter, yeah, double the attack of all machine type monsters on the field, but at the end phase, destroy them. Pretty good for OT King. Grandhorn. So I added this one because nowadays a lot of people are going for the meta, of course, pretty much special summoning like crazy. So you want to stop them as fast as possible. And there's also Solemn. You want to have Solemn. Solemn's pretty good. Pretty much, yeah. You just want to have these 3. The only downside of this one is that you can negate you negate the summons, the special summoning, but your opponent draws 1 card. Kind of sucks. And then this one you pay 2,000, and that kind of sucks. But at least you'll stop them from doing any further stuff to you. All right, so that's pretty much the whole main deck. So let me just run through this as fast as possible. Sadly, no upstarts, but yeah, sorry. Fast little recap right here. Okay, so now we're gonna go to the extra deck. So for XCs, we have Gigant X. This is a rank 4. You want to, basically, the only way you can do it is by overlaying with 2 level 4s, which is Deskbot 4. So a combo that you can do is if you have a 4 and you have a machine dupe, you can normal summon that 4, machine dupe it, get 2 more copies, overlay for this, and have 1 left over. And what this card does is you can detach 1 XYZ material to add a level 4 or lower machine type monster to your hand. So get that search for Deskbot 3. Really great. Castel's very self-explanatory. Detach 2, shuffle 1 face-up card on the field. Only face-up, can't be face-down. Abyss Dweller stopped the new metas from activating their effects in the graveyard, such as Burning Abyss. They're getting really crazy support right now, such as Beatrice, Lady of the Eternal. So you just really want to stop it. It's time to stop. Okay, so Artifact Rundle. This has two effects. One being if a spell, trap, or effect is activated, you can detach one, pretty much negate it, but instead your opponent, it kind of counts as an MST, so they're able to MST anything. And if you only have your pendulums out, he can target one of those. And if you have a 6 and a 5 and he decides to target 5, you're able to special summon. That's a bonus right there. Or if he targets 6, that's a bonus still because you can add one to your hand. So really great. And then its second effect is if you see him like adding a bunch of cards to his hand from searches, you can activate this and shuffle the whole hand, including yours, back into the deck and draw that many cards back. So it might screw up his plays and it might screw up yours. It depends if you want to take the risk. Herald of the Arc Light, as I was talking about earlier, pretty much any card sent from the hand or main deck to the graveyard is banished instead, and you can pretty much negate a spell, trap, or effect card by sending this to the graveyard. High Speed Rich and Borrow. This is the level 5 synchro that I was talking about. This is really great, especially if you have limited removal in your hand. So you can go Gen X Ally, and then you can go with Deskbot 2, pop this out, and then let's say you have limiter in your hand. This can attack twice, and at the start of the damage step against 200 per attack. So 2,200, 2,400, and if you have limiter removal, 4,400 and 4,600, I believe. So yeah, that's really great. Next, Naturia Beast as well as Naturia Barkion. Naturia Beasts excavate the 2 top cards on your deck and negate a spell. Naturia Barkion, banish 2 cards in your graveyard to negate a trap. So, pretty good. Metaphys Horus has 3 effects. First effect cannot be destroyed by card effects this turn, and that's only if you synchro with a normal monster. If you synchro with an effect monster, you can target 1 face-up card on the field and negate its effects. And then if you synchro summoned with a pendulum monster, you're able to take control of one of your opponent's monsters. Really great. But it's of their choice, so if they have like 3 monsters, they get to choose, but if they only have 1 monster, you get to pick it. Like, you can just take it, because that's the only monster he has. Black Rose, pretty self-explanatory pretty much. If level 5 or higher is special summoned to the field, you can bounce a special summon monster on the field back into the hand. Black Rose Dragon, your panic mode. Pretty much destroy all cards on field. Scarlight Red Dragon Archfiend, you can activate his effect, destroy all special summon monsters beside itself, and your opponent will take 500 per 1 destroyed. And then Deskbot Jet. This one has 2 effects. You can destroy 1 Deskbot to target 1 face-up card in the field and destroy it, or you can destroy 1 Deskbot and special summon a Deskbot. This also gains 500 per Deskbot you control, including itself. Okay, so like I said in the beginning, I am missing some cards. So the 2 cards that I'm missing from the extra deck would be Trishula, Dragon of the Ice Barrier. Right now that's like $30. And then Luster Pendulum. I'll just explain their effects right now. So Trish, banish 1 card on the field, banish 1 card in the graveyard, banish 1 card in the hand. Pretty self-explanatory, really simple. Level 9 synchro. It's kind of easy to make in this and kind of not. And then lastly, Luster Pendulum. You can target 1 pendulum card and destroy it, and then shuffle 1 card back into the deck. So that's really great because you can destroy 5 and then shuffle 1 card back into the deck, and then get 5's effect to special summon a Deskbot 2 or something and get a search. So it's really helpful. But anyways, that's pretty much the deck profile. And I'm really glad that you guys enjoy my channel. Please subscribe for more. And this is TCG Dragon signing off.